Perfect.
Hey, well, welcome everybody.
Welcome
Happy
again.
Sunday. Well, it's not Sunday for us.
No.
As you can tell, this is a pre-record. I will be out of town. Well, I'll be coming back home from Texas. That's why we're having to do this pre-record. But, you know, it's going to be Sunday.
Yeah, it's going to be Sunday. When you people see this, it will be Sunday. And I will probably be in the chat talking to you and raising all sorts of fun. Yeah. But anyway. So,
I'll try to be, but it's kind of difficult and drive. So, I'll be listening and laughing.
yeah,
How about that?
because this is liable to go off the rails quick if we ain't careful. So,
Right. Okay.
right.
So of
what are we
course,
covering today?
well, we're covering UFOs, UAPs. You know what? I don't care about UAPs. It's always been UFO, and I'm going to stick with that because that's what I know.
I'm with you on that.
And I'm going to stay there. And as as you know out there, this is Truth or Tinfoil, and what we're doing is we're reviewing evidence that is put up there on the internet, and we're going to take a look at it and see what we think, if it's truth or is it tinfoil.
Exactly. And we tend to go a lot with tinfoil as of the last couple of episodes, but
yeah, you know, but we're getting out of my wheelhouse here.
Yeah, we're getting out of our comfort zone right here with this.
Yeah, because you know the things
that a lot, but it's got a lot of questions on it.
Yeah, and I am not very well versed in aircraft that we use as humans.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me. But before we get into that, let's just go through our lineup real quick on our channels. Directly after us, we're just going to say directly after us at 6 p.m. Central, it's Tex and Danielle Diva with the Infamous Minds newest episode. On Mondays at 7 o'clock, it's Danielle Diva and the Diva Dimension. On Monday at 8 p.m. Central, of course, it's Texas Front Porch with myself and Tex. On Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central, it is Beyond BMR with his co-host, Krista, and she will be there. So, hopefully. No problem. She will be there. Okay. On Wednesdays at 7 p.m., it's Donnie Cho Says Stuff. And at 8 p.m., it is, of course, Inhumanoids with Barton Unley and his lovely wife, Letitia. On Thursdays at 12 p.m. Central, it's Bigfoot Michigan Rob with Brunch with Bigfoot Michigan Rob. By the time that comes on, I'm done with brunch, but
yeah, I'm usually eating lunch about that point.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and eat lunch. Thursday nights
while I eat it. So.
Right. Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Central. Of course, it's Blondes and Booze, and if you can't get enough of that, we're on again on Fridays at 8 p.m. Central with Blondes, Booze, and the Woo. Right now, we don't have any Saturday shows, but there you go.
We wing it sometimes. You just never know what's coming.
I know. You just never know what's going to happen. So.
But, okay. Yes, it is that time again. And I didn't realize till you just went through that spiel how much we really have on this channel, or this shouldn't say channel because everybody has their own channel.
It's a team.
We'll call it this network. Let's call it this network. Okay.
Yeah. We call it the Front Porch Network.
Yep.
And yeah, there's a lot. And, of course, we're adding Monica Rollins. She's
Yes.
going to be doing a new show in February. We're not sure on the dates and everything on that yet, but yeah, she's going to be joining too. So we
Yeah.
don't know when or
Exactly.
where, but it's just
E-
getting bigger and bigger.
Exactly. Just keep on rolling as best we can roll with it outside of that, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it's wearing me out. So I got a lot of shows I have to work on. I
Or-
guess I should give a little bit of a plug for the podcast too. Now that I think about it, because all these shows that you guys see on these channels and stuff, we actually have all the old shows and all replays in audio format out with all any particular type of podcast platform you would like. They're out there. You have to search for them. If you need me to point you to the right directions, go to Spreaker, because Spreaker is where I put everything, and it will be there ready for you to download and ready for you to listen to.
Right. And don't forget, we're on KPNL radio, which is online, and Odyssey, correct?
Odyssey/Subspace. We're on 3 or 4 of the shows are on Odyssey Subspace, and of course, all the shows that we can get onto KPNL, we put on as well. So that's Lady Ann, yay!
Yeah, I mean, it's just been crazy. I mean, we said we were going to start changing things up at the first of the year, and boy, are
Yep.
we changing everything.
Changing up or blowing up? Did we get that right?
Yeah, maybe.
Y'all just mess up my schedules. That's what you're doing, but that's okay. I'm the tech troll, therefore I must adapt, improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Right,
Oh, I
right.
hope I don't get a copyright from Clint Eastwood for saying that. Anyway, all right. So would we like to go ahead and start with the first photo? All right. I'm going to give a little bit of a background. This was taken in, I believe it was 2021 was this one was when this one was taken. I may be wrong, but that may be the video I'm thinking about. But either way, they wasn't, most of these weren't released for approval uh, for use until, or declassified. Let's call it declassified. That's probably the best way to put it. But most
Okay.
of these we're looking at weren't declassified until 2021 with the UAP task force. This one was taken over. They say it's LA, but it's actually 29 Palms, Marine, which is a Marine Corps um, base. And as you can see, coming over the hills, and that 29 Palms is relatively a desert base, so you don't have a whole lot other than just mountains. And we're talking desert mountains. We're not talking snow-capped mountains. We're talking desert mountains, just like you were in a little crater out in the middle of a desert.
Right,
So that's
right.
29 Palms. So as you can see, this picture has something, looks like several lights slash one big UFO coming over the ridge, or it seems to be coming over the ridge. Obviously, with this being a still, we don't know. What are your takes on it?
Do you hear that?
Yes. Yeah. Are we talking about the whistle?
Yeah, that's the. Check out my.
Here, we're gonna. I guess we should let everybody in on the secret right now. At the same time, we're conducting a small little investigation at the same time. Okay. So, but I'm gonna let Brandi talk about what's behind her.
Well, see, the thing is I was using a KT2 meter before, but it is too sensitive. So when you're using Wi-Fi or using telephone, that can set off your K2 meter.
Hmm.
So I've decided to go with my Eddy Plus, which is back here,
Okay.
and it takes a lot for it to
To
um,
register, much like
to
my
register.
tri-field meter.
Yeah, because I had it sitting over here before and it didn't do a darn thing. So
Nope.
now I have it sitting back here, and we're sitting steady
Yeah.
on blue, and that is EMF.
Hmm.
And we just had it go off
That was
with
that whistle that
sound.
I heard, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we had it go off with sound, which is this thing. I'm telling you, is tough. It is not
And
sensitive
now
at all,
your blue has just left. You
and
scared it
it
off.
just left.
Yeah. You scared it off. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you're watching, you can see when we react, we're going to try not to react, but it's kind of hard sometimes, especially with her. She's right there and it's right in her ear. So,
Yeah, I mean, I was
just,
just sitting there and see, I haven't heard that thing. I'm serious. There's like twice, and
yeah,
they are both in major haunted locations that I've heard this thing go off.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
Well,
it is not sensitive at all.
and, and, w- and I can vouch when she was setting it up, she tapped it 4 or 5 times to make sure it was working in the first place.
Right, and it was running before we even started the show, and didn't show anything.
No, and it's
Nothing.
not showing now. It's doing good. So as soon as we start talking about this picture again, I'm gonna put it back up. It'll probably say, "Hey, look what I found. That's my
Right.
friends. That's my
Okay, let's
friends."
try that thing again.
Here we go. Here comes test number one.
All right.
Okay, so we're back now. I being the military guy I am, I look at it. I immediately see, I see aircraft. I see military aircraft, but there are some things that just stand out that is not military because that's not a B. It's not a stealth. It's not a flying wing. Uh, it's not any that I would know off the top of my head. So I can't say it isn't, but I can't say it is either because, like I said, the lights are wrong to me. The lights are wrong.
They're out of, you know,
Yeah,
they're just
they're
out
not
of
they're
sync
not in
or
line
something.
like you would think a military aircraft would have theirs in line. You know, it would be a straight line from point to point. You know,
Right.
that is not the case here. But we could be looking at it from a skewed vantage point too, and we just can't see that because of the
Right.
time of day it was taken and such. And once again, with this picture, we don't have perspective on the rest of the actual countryside. I mean, I'll back out and you can see there's just you got the ridge. That's all you've got to work with this picture here. There's probably more out there I could probably find that might have a little bit, but think of the time. Judging from what I see right here, this is not a digital photo. I think this was actually done with film.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion. So I don't know whether they had a whole bunch or if this was part of a video, but I have not been able to find any videos on this anomaly at all. So
Right. Well, I'm showing the blue light again.
yeah, I see that too.
And just to let everybody know, I did change. I put fresh batteries in this
Hmm.
right, right before we
Yeah,
started. So
somebody's interested. Oh,
yeah,
you scared them off
it
again.
just walked away again.
Yep. You're like, okay, well, when we go to the next one and they want to really get looking at it again, we'll see what happens there. But uh, back on this subject, I mean, I can't say it's a UFO, obviously, but I can't say it's a military aircraft because it just doesn't look right. Um, and you can see there's some sort of uh, how can I put it? Now I don't want to say fuselage, but there is some sort of mass behind the lights. There's something there. We just can't picture what it is. We can't see what it is.
Yeah, and it's awfully grainy. So I mean, that does
Yeah.
not help.
No. I mean,
I
and I
mean, of
could
course,
understand.
if
Yeah.
we had the equipment to clean that up,
Even cleaning it up, if it's film, I don't think I could get any more out of it. I think it would
yeah,
still be pixelated no matter what we did.
yeah,
Now, this might be maybe it was taken at an early digital,
yeah.
but I would bet no. I would bet this is actual film. Just from the way you're seeing all the 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 sky, the way these splotches are and such. It makes me think this is a print.
Well, and then it just could be like on a camera on your phone, and you've got it zoomed in so far, and then you
Yeah.
took that still picture and zoomed in again.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to take the picture, zoom in, take the picture, bring the picture up, then zoom in it again, and then take a picture of the zoom in to get
Right.
this kind of distortion. So there's the other question: is it the distortion that's causing this, or is it just once again we don't know for sure because I couldn't find any other information on it other than the LA UFO is what they call it. So
I'm going to
I'm
say
at a
I
loss.
don't know.
I can't say it either. I don't know. So I'm going to leave that one as undecided.
Okay, me too, because
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Of course, with UFOs, they're taken at such a distance that we don't really know
No,
exactly what was happening.
it is too hard to tell. And like I say, all we can go with is what somebody said. Is
Right,
always, whoever
right,
took the picture, what they said they saw, and we have to take it for granted is what they're saying is true. Do we know
right.
it's true? No, we don't know it's true. But still, I would like to believe that they think it's true that what they're telling us.
Exactly,
So
exactly. And I wasn't there. I don't know.
exactly. Well, we use exactly a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. This is from the South China Sea. The and we're blue again. Um, the This picture was taken from I believe it was a passenger aircraft, if I'm not mistaken. It was going over the South China Sea, and of course you're above the clouds, looking down, and this is what they see. Now, the caption with it was somebody saw a fleet of UFOs. Uh, I'm at a loss on this one, actually. I mean, I can kind of explain it away, but I can't explain it away. You know what I mean? Are you
I
studying?
had, I'm looking at, this has got me stumped a little bit. I
Yeah,
mean, could it be a reflection off the aircraft that they're in?
could be too. I mean, obviously they would have had to take the picture through the window.
Right.
So could it be something reflecting from inside as they took the picture? Because if you look at it, couldn't these be the lights above the seats
Yes.
as you're looking out? I just when you said that, it made me think. Well, they're kind of in line as if there were lights above the seats. But the problem is these two right here. This one doesn't have them. This line doesn't have this fourth light. This one does slightly, and this one does slightly.
Mm.
Does that
But
mean
it's
that there
it's
was
not going to come
another?
out. It's not going to come out in perfection anyway.
No,
But
no.
I think if it were real UFOs, that it would be perfection.
Yeah, I think it would be. They'd be dead straight line. There'd be even if they wouldn't be dead straight line, they would be well. How can I put it? Well uh, defined.
Right.
They'd be well defined. There wouldn't just be a blob or a blur or a little spot of light. Because I mean, obviously, traveling before, looking down, I've seen reflection off of smaller aircraft below
Yeah.
the airliners and such, or even jumping out of C-130s. You go above a aircraft or a smaller aircraft below you, you see the reflection off of the aircraft, and
Right.
you don't know it's an aircraft till you get closer to it. But
Right.
it's just a reflection of light, and usually it blinds you when you're going down and you're trying to sit there and hold on and make sure your chute is ready to roll, and you get the right the right count, and your canopy's open, and you look down, and you get blinded by a reflection of light. It kind of hurts. But
Right.
so yeah, I mean, can I say it is? No. Can I say it isn't? No. But
I'm going
I'm
to
kind of
lean towards
I'm gonna lean
no.
toward a reflection. I'm gonna lean toward a
Yeah.
reflection. Is what I'm thinking.
I'm
Because
going
like
to
I
say
said,
no.
yeah.
But
Because I would think,
but then again, I am
yeah.
not 100% sure.
No, we can't be 100%. But
Hmm.
I'm with you. But you can't see anything underneath them though. There's nothing. Even a reflection, you should be able to see something else. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I should say a reflection of the sun off of another aircraft of some sort.
Right.
Now, if this would have been in a dark sky and they were their own luminescence and such, which once again we can't verify one way or the other with this. If they were their own luminescence, I see that going across the sky. That's whatever kind of
Yeah.
aircraft or UFO in formation. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Because that could easily be, I mean, looking down from that up there, they could also be helicopters in formation.
Yeah, very well could be.
Yeah. So
Running an exercise. You just don't know.
exactly. And going over South China Sea, you've got when you got American warships in the area, they have helicopters called the Nighthawks and the Seahawks and the Sea Stallions that they be running maneuvers all the time.
Right.
So, and 7, 8, 11. You're looking at 11 distinct reflections right there. That's not even a full squadron, I wouldn't think.
Well,
It
I'm
may
just
be,
going to
but
chalk it up to, I don't know.
yeah, it's an I don't know for sure, but I'm still leaning
Mhm.
toward reflection.
Yeah, I would say so. I would lean that way. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, and we're still blue. Ooh.
I know.
Ooh. All right. So we're gonna take a look right here. I want to look over there and see what else is over there beside it, beside your meter.
I have a lamp.
Okay.
This is selenite crystal.
Okay. Is
And
it
then
known
behind
for?
it, I have sage.
No, that shouldn't give up any EMF there.
No.
But the crystal, would the crystal have any way of reflecting or sending out EMF of any kind?
No.
There's no plugging in, no nothing.
No. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and set this. I'm going to
Okay.
turn it off. Let me
Okay.
take my ball off. I'm going to take it, turn it off,
All right.
and I'm going to turn it back on.
Okay.
And
We
I'm going
have
to
a see
turn off the vibration because I have a tendency to tap on my table.
Yeah. And the minute you set it back down, it's only right there.
Hold on. Let's find out what's happening here.
Yeah. Is that a computer next to you?
Yeah, but it's off.
Yeah, but is the electric connected to it?
Yeah, but here it is sitting on top of it.
No. I'm talking about the line itself, the
No,
electrical
that's
wire
just
itself.
LED lights.
No, I'm talking. Does the laptop have an actual light, or not a light, but a cord going into it? Do
Yeah,
you have the actual charger into it?
yeah.
Put it over the
This is
wire
my
itself.
laptop, and it's sitting right on top of it.
Okay, go over the wire itself to the charger. Nothing. So nothing there. But the minute you got around that LED there, it started doing it, right? Is the
Yeah.
LED from underneath?
Okay, I just unplugged the LED.
And it's still there. Okay, so you got something going on in that area. Just in that
Okay.
little area right there.
Let me try the lamp.
Okay? And ladies and gentlemen, she will now go dark.
I'm going to unplug everything from the wall.
Okay. Don't unplug your monitor. Yeah,
Okay.
whatever it is, it's right there. Something is now go back down. Yeah, there's nothing, no wires going through that area at all other than the LEDs, right?
I just unplugged everything.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just saying there's no other wires at all that would be part of that area other than the LED.
Yeah, and the thing is, I unplugged everything from the wall. There is no electricity going to this desk whatsoever.
Hmm. It's just like I say, it only goes to that certain point.
And
So
I'm looking and I unplugged everything. This is what you call debunking, because I don't
yeah,
know.
because we're definitely trying to debunk the crap out of it, and we can't do it right now. Why are you getting something right there? You know,
I don't know because even my computer's not plugged in. My desk is not plugged in.
and it goes all the way to the wall. So, but once you come out of the wall, and there's
Hang
nothing over
on.
there. Uh-oh,
Let me
what we
check
got?
my outlet.
That'd be a good thing.
Yes, my outlet.
Yeah, is that bad? I can't see it, so I don't know how much it goes up.
Yeah, it goes up to about 3.
Okay, so yeah, you could conceivably be getting an EMF from that then at
Yeah,
that point right there.
yeah.
Okay, we've debunked it
So
then.
that tells me right there that I need to change that plug out.
Oh yeah, you're a fire hazard and you don't even know it,
Yeah.
or pyromaniac. I don't know which. Yeah, because you got to get closer. You know, once you get over that way, but still, it was intermittent no matter what. So,
Yeah.
but with an outlet that's starting to frazzle a little bit, it will be intermittent as well. So
Yeah. And I mean that could be. It's just like, as you know, being a paranormal investigator, you kind of have to tear everything apart to figure out. I am getting
exactly,
readings from the plug, which you will. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong,
you're
you
supposed to,
will.
yeah, but you shouldn't get a lot.
No, and I didn't. It just, when I got it close, it just ran up about halfway, which is normal.
Yep,
Um, but I'm
but it
sliding
still
this out
shouldn't come all
here.
that way out. It shouldn't come out a foot and a half from the wall. I wouldn't think, but it
Yeah,
looks
it's
like that's
about
what's
what it
doing it.
is. But that's so minor.
Yeah, it's just background, a little above background is all it really amounts to.
Yeah.
So,
So what I'll
all
do is
right.
I'll pull this out here.
Yeah, let's see if we get anything on that. Of course, now I can't see the what you
Hang
call it.
on.
So yeah, put it up so I can see it. I need to be able to see the light. I want to be involved.
There you go. You can see
Okay.
it now.
Yep, I can see it. All right,
All
we're
right.
good.
Okay.
All
Let
right,
me
we're
turn.
ready for the next one.
Yes. Now that we're done playing.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're
I mean,
doing an
but
active investigation here.
that's right. But I mean, that's why we debunk things. Is
Yes, it's a typical scientific method all the way around. If you got something that's not supposed to be there, when you know it's not supposed to be there, you need to figure out why it's there. And the only way you can figure out why it's there is to tear crap apart and figure out what is missing or what is
right.
causing. So, okay, so we like to tear crap apart. We just and did you just tap your thing?
Yes, I'm messing with it right now
Well,
because I'm
yeah,
going to
because
go ahead and plug back in my lamp.
your ball went crazy over there. So,
Yeah, that's me.
well, quit it.
Go ahead and bring up the rest of it, and while I'm plugging this in.
All right, we're bringing up the next one. Here we go.
All right.
This is from the USS Russell. This was taken in 2019. It was released in 2021, like we talked about before. There was a gentleman, one of the a skeptical inquirer kind of guy. What I say his name was? I'll tell you real quick. His name was Mick West. Suggested that the image was a result of an optical effect called bokeh, which causes out of focus light to appear triangular or pyramidal. Okay, so can I say one way that this is oddballs because this is taken with night vision, obviously, and my bigger issue is I'm assuming that this is either a star or is one of the planets. That's all I can assume because I just don't know for sure what would be small off to the side right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not giving you enough information here.
No, and you won't get much more information with because technically speaking, anything that's captured by this has to be gone through with fine tooth combs on when it comes to the night vision and the because I bet it's more likely it was gun sights is what it was. So when somebody's going through the gun sights on uh, a ship or even on land, you got the surface to air missiles, your stingers and stuff like that. When you're dealing with night sights, tows, the wire guided anti tank weapons. When you're dealing with night sights, you have got to be on your toes with them because they have to be before anything can be let out or be declassified. It has to be gone over with everybody, every alphabet organization you can come out with, they're going to come and look at it to make sure that they're not losing something or letting something loose that's going to be an issue later on. This one, they say that effect that they were talking about. Now, okay, I can see the triangle, obviously, but I would think, and this is just my personal opinion, I would think that effect would be more hazy than what this is. This is pretty well defined.
That's why, I'm thinking because I'm like, well, a stealth, has that shape.
My biggest issue is with this is it looks too much like when you are tracking aircraft on a radar. The radars in the Army that we use for the Patriot missiles and for other guidance and surveillance type radars
Yeah.
that we use, that is exactly what a track looks like, depending on what it is. It's got that same
Oh,
shape. So easily, now I'm not saying this is what they did. This could still be, like I said, if they did this through those sites, I wonder if they had any kind of targeting software with the sites, which would automatically bring up that.
it'll look like that.
It'll give you a look of a square or a triangle, I should say, and then it'll, of course, different codes would make it this color. Red air is what we call for enemy air, and then you got blue air, which is our good guys. But that's all based on transponders, so it's tough to me because, like I said, it just looks too much like that kind of a track.
Yeah. I'm going to call that one tinfoil.
Yeah, I'm leaning that way. I mean, now don't get me wrong. There are other people, and supposedly there's the USS Omaha caught something similar later on that year, but that has not been released yet. So
I'm
yeah,
feeling like I should put this on early.
yeah,
I'm
uh,
feeling it. I
and, and
mean,
and I was actually kind of leaning toward this. Oh, this is kind of cool. And then I started thinking about it as we're talking about it. I'm like, wait a second. I remember tracking air on these different radars, and that looks like a track. That looks like a air track.
well, yeah. I mean, think about any military movie that has radars, and you see it
Yep.
clicking around and blah, blah, blah. This is what those spots look
Yeah.
like, even with
Yep.
the color. Like they did a close up on
Yep.
one of those
Agreed.
screens and took a picture.
Kind of looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And I immediately, of course, I'm going to show my age here. I immediately think now, looking back, oh, war games.
Yes.
I mean, every one of those missiles on war games coming in, what they look like.
Yeah. But we're safe, Randy. We're safe.
Yeah, I'm good right here. They
We're
ain't touching my
safe.
brain. But all kidding aside, I mean uh, and this is. Did you hit the thing again?
I might
Did
have
you?
moved the table. I
Will
might
you
have
quit
moved
moving?
it.
You need to quit leaning on stuff. Anyway, uh, I'm now leaning toward, like I said, tinfoil on this one because it's just too much of a coincidence to me. I mean,
Yeah, it's so very close
yeah,
to one of a screen on a radar
yeah,
that I'm very safe to put on my hat and call it tinfoil.
yeah. I really think we can watch that now because it's too easily debunked. That's why. I'm not
Oh,
saying
absolutely.
these people are saying that it's real versus not real. I'm saying it's too easily debunked. I could easily recreate this photo.
Yeah, yeah,
So
I would say that.
okay,
I would say that.
okay, hat off.
You can
Now,
turn that picture off so I can stay
what?
safe.
So you can stay safe. What's safe? What happens safe? What?
Either that or
Okay.
I'll have to leave my tinfoil hat on.
Oh Lord have mercy. Here we go. All right. Let me see if I can get this one up. Now I was actually able to find a decent little video, and this was actually, once I look at it again, this was actually
You'll
sent
have
out
to
there.
go back and look at that, Randy, at the 35-minute level, 35-minute
Did we
15-second
get
mark.
some?
It just beeped again.
It beeped at you? Okay.
Yes.
Did you? I was looking over here. So did the ball move at all? Did the ball make any noise
No,
or make any
no,
light?
the EMF went off.
Was it blue light?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And now back to, boy, this is fun. We're just going two different patterns all the way through this sucker.
Well,
All
and
we got.
like we went through it and I pulled it away from the plug. We determined it was the
Yep.
plug. So I
Squirrel.
pulled it out so it wasn't affecting it. And then
Squirrel.
here we go again.
Yeah. Okay. So now this one has been kind of debunked already. This is the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, AARO is what they call it. I've never
Okay.
heard of it until I actually looked at it on Wikipedia here. I'm going to tell you that right now. Obviously, it's the no on be all when it comes to UFOs, which they want to call UAPs now. So,
Yeah.
but if they make the right decisions and right identifications, I have no problem with that.
But it's just UFO to me. Always
Yeah,
will be
it
UFO.
will be. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. As you can see in the center, you've got right now you've got 1, 2, and over to the right you see that third.
Oh, I see it. It comes in to view a little bit. Yeah, there it
Yeah,
is.
and now look at the bottom. Look at the bottom though. I'm gonna pause this. Look at the bottom. As they're focusing in on these three up here, what's coming across the bottom here? I'm gonna back it up just a little
Okay.
bit. What's coming across the bottom there? And look how it goes fast and slows down, but that's just because of the capture, the zoom or not zoom capture, but the frame rate and such for the
Right.
capture of this. This to me looks like almost like a tank site is what it looks like. I don't know where it came from. It doesn't say, but to me it looks like a tank site almost. Now you saw what happened there.
Yeah.
All those elongated. And then they cut back. What they did right here, this is where they changed what you had was back here again. This is normal I shouldn't say heat / night vision. And what they did right there, they switched to a true night vision / IR, a true IR. It's not thermal, it's true IR. Do you understand what I'm saying on that?
Uh-huh.
So you see how the clouds are there?
Yes.
They're using the ambient illumination from stars, whatever around, and it's magnifying to help give this picture. That's what true night vision is in the military.
Okay, so about these 3 dots.
Yes. Pretty well
Do you
all in a
believe that?
row.
Yeah, because the way that it's moving,
Hmm.
it looks like some kind of sites for something.
That's exactly what it is. Like I said, this is to me it looks like a site for um a tank, probably an M1 Abrams.
Right, because up at the top, back near the third one, you actually see an airplane moving right there, a
Okay.
real life airplane. See it?
Yeah, this one up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, if you come back here to this part, watch which one it is. It's coming in from the back, all 4 of them, and it's overtaking them. This one
Yeah, that
disappears behind the cloud. So this leads to me, obviously, that one that's pulling up is an aircraft.
right.
I'm fairly certain that they've already obviously identified it as aircraft as well, but due to how they're going, and I'm gonna pause as soon as they get from behind here, behind this cloud. As you can see, there's 3 of them. What are all 3 doing now? They're all flickering.
Huh.
They've all started flickering like normal aircraft would. So my assessment of it is, if you look at these and you see that one's still coming up here, right?
Yeah.
One right there is still moving forward. This one's closer to the site. This is a closer aircraft, so it looks like it's going faster across the sky. Whereas these are still moving at a same rate of speed, but they're further away. So it seems like they're all in line, going the same speed, staying in formation, which I don't believe they are really. I think it's just the optical effect of it.
Okay.
What do you think?
I do not believe that it's UFO.
No, I don't either. Not one bit. Now, here's something that just happened. You see them flickering and it extended?
Right.
Did you see that extension?
Yeah.
That tells me it was probably banking and you got part of the wing. Because that one it did, but this one didn't. See, now they backed off on their zoom, shall we say. But I'd have to say I'm with that AARO. Yeah, I think they're aircraft.
Yep.
Can we verify that?
No.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm good with it.
Oh, you think you can? All right. Well, we'll go with
I
you.
beat
I
you to
just
that.
don't think it's UFO.
It's not UFO. There's no doubt in my mind it's not UFO. So, but it is a cool video. I mean, because a lot of people don't get to see the videos like this unless they're watching, stuff from the front lines, and you're actually, watching a radar guided missile hit its target.
All right. And then how would they determine if it was unidentified? That's what
If
I
they
don't
don't have
get.
it, as far as this one goes, this one is not. They wouldn't have a way other than from their actual chain of command. Chain of
Right.
command should have let them know, and their radar should have told them, okay, you got them in your sights, but our radar is picking them up as what we call blue air.
Huh. Well, I'm gonna
So
call it tinfoil.
yeah, it's tinfoil, but like I said, I mean, somebody already did that for us, but I just like the video. It just looks cool. I'm trying to watch that, trying to see if you can see something that nobody else saw.
Right. I mean, because
Because
you're looking at something that's, you know,
yeah,
you think at first, you're like, wow, what is that? What is that? Then it starts
exactly.
flickering. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, yeah, and I've done that. I don't know how many times, riding through the countryside with people, and you look up, and there's this light in the sky that shouldn't really be there, but you're
Right.
traveling at 65, 70 miles an hour, and it looks like it's just hanging out there. And come to think of it, I did it about a month ago. I was coming back home from the bar that we did the investigation at. I was coming home and I look up in the sky and I thought it was the moon at first, but it was too small, and the moon happened to be more to the north than it was where I was looking at south of the interstate. Right there is this, and I mean it looked like a moon. It really looked like a moon sitting there. It looked like a moon sitting there, and it was, I don't know how to say anything other than it was not what should have been there. Let's put it that way. It was not
Right.
what was supposed to be there. So I kept
Right.
watching it, trying to drive and watch it at the same time. And as I'm going toward my house on Interstate 20, I'm sitting there driving and I'm watching it, and all of a sudden it disappears behind a cloud. Okay, well maybe I missed something. Get a little bit further, and out it comes again. I was like, wait a second. That By the time I got where I had to exit off the highway, it had come and actually gotten in front of me, and you could see it was a reflection. I don't know how this reflection hit this aircraft, and it was not a big aircraft either. It was probably a maybe a Cessna, but it wasn't a dual engine. It was a regular old little plane, but the reflection it gave off made it look so big, and the way it was flying, the way I was traveling, looked like it was just hanging there in the sky.
Hmm.
So
Well,
it and Starlink. People have got the issues with the Starlink satellites now. You know how they go across the sky, lines of 3 or 4 or 10 at the same time.
yeah, but the thing about it is a Starlink, they travel on like an angle.
Yeah.
So when they're traveling, they're moving like this.
Yeah, but
They're
a lot
moving
of
like
videos.
this at
A
an
lot of
angle.
videos. Look at a lot of videos now, they're coming with that same angle.
Mhm. Mhm.
but they don't know what they're looking at because did you hit it again? No, you're bugging me now. That's what it is. You didn't put the elbow down. You didn't slap nothing, or
No.
okay. We're gonna have to do nothing but set this thing up and what the dude? That's a delayed reaction.
It's something. Hold on, I'll do it again. See if I can get it. As soon as it shuts off, I'll see if I can get it to do it again. See
That
how
time
hard I had to hit it?
Yeah, yeah, and you hit it hard that the first time, and it didn't do it. So, Lord have mercy, is all I can say.
Yeah. I mean, but see,
Anywho,
there you go. Again, debunking is what are you doing? And I'm hitting the desk with my elbow pretty
yeah,
hard. You can hear it.
yeah, I can hear it. So it should cause that to go off. Really,
Yeah.
it really should. So I'm
Well,
gonna beat up.
that's okay because when we were doing that pre-record that one time, and we had gotten done, and then you thought you saw a face on the wall behind me,
Yeah, yeah,
and of course we weren't recording.
no, but it sure as heck looked like it. It really did.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, there's a little bit of a dark splotch right above your head right now on the wall, but like I said, that's a shadow most likely. You don't see it?
Yeah,
See
I
it
can
right above?
tell.
You kind of see it?
I hit it that time.
Yeah.
I don't see it on the wall.
You can't see it, but you can see it
Uh-uh.
in the video, right?
Yeah, I can see it there. But then again, like I said, what's coming through?
Yeah, move your hand right there. You just covered it. Right
Yeah.
there. You see it?
I think that just may be the way, like a dark spot in the paint,
Could be. And like I said, it kind of looks like a shadow is what it looks like.
and that how it's reflecting in the
Yep.
light, which is
Yep.
fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I just was saying with the lighting you had that last time when we did it, it very well could have been that caused the look of the face too.
It could have been. It
Yeah.
could have been.
So
But this thing over here is just going off by itself, and I can't figure
yeah.
out why.
You get to have a fun night tonight. You get to have a fun night tonight.
Yeah.
What are you grabbing it? Are you trying to like? What are you trying to do with that one?
I'm just looking at it. I'm just seeing
The blue
if I
light?
can create shadows. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. It's the
No.
investigator in me. I'm trying to create
Yeah.
my own shadows. The shadows,
I mean,
you.
quite frankly,
You're
we're going
telling.
to set up something and let you do a full blown investigation of your area right there while everybody watches.
I
That's
know.
going to have to
Just
be
sit
one of
here.
the shows. It's going to be one of the shows. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here and talk and see what happens.
Yeah.
I'll have to get a whole bunch of equipment and just set it out and see what happens.
Yeah, because I'm going to sit there. You ain't got a you know what on your ass. Excuse my language. You ain't got a you know what on your butt if you are hair on your butt if you don't make that daggum thing go off right now.
I
You
know.
tell them I
Don't you
said it
even
too.
start. Don't you even start provoking this
Oh,
thing?
come on now. I'm going to pull a text now since I'm all the way over here. I can do this stuff.
Because you forget, Randy, my friend here likes to travel,
I don't know what you're talking about.
and I'll bring it right to you.
No, you ain't going to see me. You can give it
I
a
was like,
text all
let's
you
go
want.
visit Uncle Randy.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that one. You can take a text all you want, but no, leave me out of that one. So yeah, that's but anyway, so did you have fun?
I
I
don't know.
mean,
Like I said, like we were talking about, UFOs are really, man,
yeah,
it'd be one
so,
thing if I was really into like, aircraft
yeah,
and all of that kind of stuff and all the lights, and I'm just not.
yeah,
I'm not that
exactly.
person.
No,
I'm totally wrapped up and got everything involved in cryptids and paranormal
yeah, I've never
that
been one myself. I'm with you on that. I've never been one myself. I've never and this is going to probably tick a lot of people off out there. I've never even been one to go with the skinwalker stuff that's been going on for the
mhm.
last several years. I'm not into that. I don't know why. it doesn't even intrigue me because it sounds like something that is literally set up. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a cryptid or if it's supposed to be an alien that landed and they live in there. I don't know because I haven't
Well,
watched any of it.
well, I mean, skinwalkers. To me, they're more on the demonic side,
Yeah.
only because they're asking for this. They're manifesting this to happen to
Yeah.
themselves. And so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
thinking they're calling upon dark spirits, demonic spirits to do,
Yeah.
to help them out with this. So I'm leaning
Exactly.
that way with it. Um, it's the same thing with the Wendigo. I believe Wendigo are demonic.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
believe
I
they're
mean,
cryptid at all.
no, I don't either. I mean, because you can even listen to the old shamans and such from the Native Americans. You talk about Wendigo. Wendigo is a supernatural being
Right,
to them.
right, right.
So, but
It, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah,
I mean, you can talk about hellhounds all you want, but there you go.
yeah, yeah.
They're not a
I
cryptid.
don't.
They're not
No,
cryptid. They're
they.
supernatural.
Yes, I do agree. I agree 100% with that one.
So,
Because when we're
I
talking
mean,
cryptids, to me, we're talking cryptids. I'm straight out. I'm the flesh and blood guy. I will tell you
mhm.
straight out. That's the one I'm thinking. And when we start talking about cloaking and stuff like that, no, you lost me right there because I don't think that it's done on purpose. I just think you've got an animal, a flesh and blood creature that knows how to hide a hell of a lot better than we know how to look.
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I wouldn't call it cloaking. That just reminds me of Star Wars
Well,
and
yeah,
Battlestar
that's the favorite
Galactica
word out there amongst
right.
all the stuff right now. So
But to camouflage
yeah, which you don't
is
have to be supernatural to do that.
I think it is nature's camouflage. You've seen those spiders. They've got their big, huge
Hmm.
spiders. They hang out on trees and they just clamp around a tree and they look
Yeah,
like the tree.
exactly. I've seen snakes do that. Yeah, I saw it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. I think it went off again. I'm not sure I heard
It
it.
did.
Okay.
Well, I saw just a quick blip, but
Quick look. Well,
yeah,
and you see them hanging onto those trees, and I'm just like, that is nature's camouflage. They are not cloaking. They
yeah,
look like the tree.
yeah. I mean,
But
we've
then
seen
again,
snakes
okay,
do the same thing.
so here we are. Let's talk about the chameleon for a little bit, just for a
Yeah,
minute or two before we have to
yeah,
go.
yep,
The chameleon will blend into its surroundings by changing its skin color,
yeah, exactly.
blending
As you
in.
watch it, that
Yeah,
fast. I mean,
as you
that
watch
fast.
it.
Yeah,
I
and I've
mean,
seen snakes. I've seen snakes do the same thing.
right.
Copperheads. Copperheads will get into the bark of a tree and lay against it, and you literally cannot see the copperhead in the bark
Yeah,
of the tree.
exactly. So I mean, I call it nature's camouflage. I mean,
Yeah,
it's blending into your surroundings so well, and that's through adaptation, you
yeah,
know, to your surroundings.
exactly,
So I
exactly.
don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence. Is it truth or is it tinfoil?
Well, I have been told, literally, somebody handed me a picture and said, "Oh, you don't see that?" And I see a shadow. I see shadows in a wood line that look like where the canopies cause a shadow. I said, "What are you looking at? There's a shadow there. There's a." Oh, you don't believe in the woo, do you? Huh? What does that have to do with anything? Well,
Doesn't
you
mean I
wouldn't get
don't
it then.
believe in it. It's just
Yeah,
I
yeah,
haven't seen it for myself. I can't
yeah.
say.
I don't get it. You
But
just won't get it.
but
Well,
my
okay, I
thing
don't
is
get it.
if the natural type animals that we are accustomed to that we are for sure live on this earth, if they can't, I think I may have bumped it. I'm not sure. If they can absolutely blend in their surroundings where we can't see them and they're right there in front of our face,
Yeah,
why cannot these
exactly.
animals do that too? It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be cloaking or something
No,
supernatural or
I think like I said, I'm with you. I think it's just nature's camouflage. I think they're that
could be.
good at being able to hide
Yeah,
in plain sight. So,
that's fine.
anyway,
Well,
we'll agree to disagree on
that
other
just
stuff.
sounds like another episode of Truth or Tinfoil.
Yeah,
So
we
thanks
won't even.
everybody for tuning in and We'll come back at you live the next week. Like I said, I'll be on the road. Well, I'm on the road right now, according to this video, and
Yeah. Get your
coming
butt
in
home.
from Texas, and I'll be tired, I'm sure.
Yes, you will. And I'm going to laugh about it because y'all are funny. Y'all.
Right, right, right.
All right. So we ready to get out of here?
Yes.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everybody. See ya.